Your brain is probably lying to you this minute. Not in a malicious way. Not a betrayal. It is doing exactly what it was built to do, and that means it may mislead you at moments you feel most certain. If this sounds manipulative, pause. You do not need to trust me yet. You need to trust the method. We can test this in the first minute. Imagine a crowded street crossing. You see 3 cars, a bus, and a person waving. Your brain decides danger in under a second. You choose the response that lets you move safely. That speed is your skill. Now imagine a second example. You are shown a short clip from last week and asked to recall one sentence. Most people are sure they remember it exactly. Most are not sure for the right reason. Why not? Because memory is not like a video player on your computer. It is a model built from prior events, social context, and confidence signals. Every retrieval is a reconstruction, not a copy. That is not the same as inventing facts from nowhere. It is more subtle. The model says, this is close enough to preserve a stable world. It fills the blank with a detail that makes the whole scene feel coherent. So the first proof is this. Ask 10 people to watch the same scene and write a short description. Compare the details. Everyone will tell a similar story. Everyone will include different details. The brain prefers coherence over strict accuracy. That helps you function. Without it, you would be paralyzed by uncertainty all day. Now we get into the famous claim. Our first thought is often wrong. That is too neat and too absolute. The better claim is this. Fast thought is efficient, and efficiency is noisy when it is under stress, pressure, or novelty. Psychology has documented this for decades. Fast cognition gives quick patterns. Slow cognition verifies when needed. The problem is we tend to treat speed as proof. That is why people overtrust their own confidence. In many studies, people report stronger confidence even when their answer is incorrect. They are not choosing to lie. They are reporting a useful inner signal, and that signal is not always aligned with truth. Let us test this with social memory, because this is where the pain lands. You hear a statement from someone you trust. You remember tone, facial expression, and your own agreement. Later, you repeat it as fact. The memory is now social, not factual. This is where bias becomes dangerous. You are no longer evaluating facts. You are defending coherence. You are protecting a version of yourself that feels accurate. Confidence inflation is the second proof. People choose high-confidence answers in the face of uncertainty and then double down. The brain does not like being wrong when the environment rewards being fast. So it edits uncertainty out. That should sound like a warning for everyday life. But it is not a universal failure. It is a design trade-off. If your brain were perfectly skeptical all the time, you would not survive a fast-changing world. It gets harder in modern attention systems. Platforms reward reaction. Messaging systems amplify emotionally loaded frames. If you build your belief around repetition and urgency, even a weak statement can become a strong memory. Now here is the surprising part. AI systems that use fluent language can trigger the same certainty problem in reverse. You hear a smooth explanation from a tool, your brain uses fluency as proof, and your internal filter drops a beat too early. You do not need a chatbot to notice this, only your own brain. That is why this topic is not just a psychology lesson. It is a culture lesson. We are surrounded by fluency, clean dashboards, neat summaries, confident headlines, emotional videos. The fix is not anti-intuition. It is calibration. You do not disable intuition. You add checkpoints. Checkpoint 1. Separate the feeling of remembering from the fact of remembering. Say, I felt sure, I need evidence. Checkpoint 2. Timestamp your claim. How old is this memory? Where did it originate? And what was the emotional context when formed? Checkpoint 3. Seek a disconfirming test. If nothing can break your belief, you are probably not testing it. Checkpoint 4. Track confidence drift. If the statement gets stronger each time you tell it, but never gets better in evidence, stop. Checkpoint 5. Create a ritual. For important decisions, delay closure by 30 seconds. Ask one person to challenge your first response. In clinical terms, this is metacognitive training. In practical terms, it is not replacing your mind. It is making your mind observable to you. Let's return to the headline. The brain is lying to you. Yes, but not by choice. It is lying because your cognition is optimized for prediction, social coordination, and speed. That sounds like a contradiction until you think of medicine. If your brain waited for perfect evidence before every action, you might die in traffic or freeze in a crowd. So the system is biased toward action. The cost of one error is traded against speed of survival. In controlled tasks, that trade often fails. In high-stakes communication, it often succeeds. That means your brain is good, but overconfident in the wrong domain. The better statement is this: your brain is not lying. It is defending coherence. It is only dangerous when coherence becomes your only check. If this video leaves you with one move, let it be this. Before you say sure, ask sure about what. Before you say I know, ask know what. Before you share, ask verified by source and contradiction. Then your brain is no longer a liar. It is a partner that knows it can be wrong and still useful. That is the proof without paranoia. We are not broken, and we are not fully in control. We are just too good at turning a useful bias into a personal identity. The moment you separate identity from immediate certainty is the moment your memory and decisions become significantly more accurate. Your brain will still speak fast, but your choices can think slower.